Hello Booktube, here we are again on the train. This is just a quick update and some new books that I wanted to make. Yeah, just to keep you updated. I am no longer working in summer school, but more of that on one of the next videos, and I've also finished the Foundation trilogy. So I'll make an individual video for Foundation and Empire, another one for the second Foundation. But yeah, that also will come up soon at some point, whenever I find a minute of stability. But so far I just been on the move, as I said I was gonna be, just sooner than I expected, because I haven't finished the summer school. I quit. But yeah, I'll be talking about that in the future. For the moment, yeah, I am on the train once again, coming from Bedford. I was in Sean's house helping him with the last books. I don't know how many books I've carried, but it's way more than 1,000, probably beyond the thousands in plural. So yeah, that's been very intense. I definitely need some some rest for a couple of days now, but I'm not gonna have it, because I'm gonna be hiking and surfing and freediving in Cornwall, and then somewhere else very warm. I'll be talking about that as well in the future. I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing while I travel in terms of this channel, but I will also sort of like think about it and maybe present some options, and maybe you guys can help me. So without further ado, I'll show you just the books. Most of them I haven't read them. He just had them repeated, and I was like, I can find owners for them, or I'll read some of them. Some of them I really wanted to have, others are completely new to me. This is one case of that. Please let me know in the comments if there's any of these books that you know. If you know anything about any of these books, let me know, because I'll have to choose a few from this lot to read and a few others to give away to some friends. But yeah, this is Sunnyside, and this one was recommended to me by Sean when I was telling him what I was looking for. So I might read it, although it looks like it's a bit of a chunker. I don't know how many pages it has, but yeah, I mean not a chunker. It's just 500 pages. But yeah, it does require some time reading something like this. So yeah, let me know if you know anything about it. Then we have a few Oxford classics here. I love Oxford classics much more than Penguin classics. Not for the actual content, but it's just that I find the binding more resistant. I feel like the covers they feel more resistant to me than the Penguin ones. I don't have an opinion about which one is better in terms of the actual introductions and the layout of the text in the book, but I've always picked an Oxford classic above a Penguin classic when it comes to these kind of editions. So here we have Charlotte Bronte, Shirley. I'm gonna be reading Jane Eyre in autumn, and this would be a really nice book to read as well on the same time, so this one will probably keep. Let me know which is your favorite Charlotte Bronte, because I've heard from many people that their favorite English novel is Jane Eyre, but I haven't heard that much about Shirley. Yeah, I am very tired. I quit my job 2 days ago, and then I was moving my luggage from one place to another to a friend's house, and now I came, and I've been doing this for the last 2 days, just carrying books with Sean. So yeah, I might not be on my most energetic. Emile Zola, this one was recommended to me by him. It seems to be on the subject of incest. I don't really know. But I know from a friend that Zola is one of the main French writers. I always postpone the reading of any French writers because I know some French, and I'm trying to find a moment to learn some more French, because I am not that far from being able to read something like this and enjoy it in French. But maybe I will read one book from Emile Zola in French to then, in English first, to then read it in French, and it would be a nice progression to into reading French literature, so I might keep that one. Yeah, no, I think the one on the subject of incest is this other book from Sola as well. That is The Kill. That one I don't know what it is about. I just took it because it says Sola. But there is another Sola here. Then Bede, the ecclesiastical history of English people. I thought this might be useful at some point for my sort of like more philosophical and anthropological interests. I also found it funny that the name of the book is very similar to the name of the place I was working on, and I felt like they were in that place, the regulations that were put into place were highly religious in the conservative sense, to the detriment of the kids. So that made me laugh and made me look at the book. He had done a lot there, and yeah, I don't really know much about this book. I'll probably look more into it. If you have read it, or if you know what this really is about, let me know. But any histories, any general histories, and certainly a history, an ecclesiastical history of a country in which I have lived for quite a while now, it's always going to be interesting to me. Then a couple of books I don't know anything about. I haven't read them. I barely know them because they sound familiar to me, the titles. The Vicar of Wakefield, I've heard that title before. Goldsmith, I know Goldsmith, but yeah, I don't know what this is about. I haven't read it back. The hero of this piece unites himself with the three greatest characters upon earth. He is a priest, a husbandman, and the father of a family. Okay, that tells me nothing, and if it tells me anything, it's definitely not something that would make me want to read it, but there it is. The other one, Lawrence Stern, love is nothing without sentiment, and sentiment is still less without love. That's what it says in the blurb. Yeah, and other writings as well. I'll also have a look into this. And now to the three books I actually wanted. This one I'm quite excited for because I love Whitman, and Whitman is the English version of Pessoa for me. Which is to say, a very healing kind of reading, and also a poet that I love to read, that I like his poetry, and that I almost do it, as I said, because it has sort of like a therapeutic effect in me. So it's not just the clarity, and of the clarity, yeah, I don't even know how to describe it.
We will shortly be arriving at Leagrave.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to read more Whitman. I read Leaves of Grass twice now, and yeah, something like this I've been meaning to have for a while. Now, William Faulkner, Absalom, Absalom. I've heard mixed opinions about William Faulkner. All I know is that this book is the one that people who love William Faulkner tends to have as their favorite. So there it is. I don't know anything about William Faulkner, but I will read this book. It's just like I can't breathe the dust as we were moving those books that had been there for so many years. Well, I feel like a smoker. And finally, the poems of John Milton in this really nice edition. I'll probably be reading some of these in Poetry Thursday, so you'll learn more about them. I think I missed this Poetry Thursday, but now you know why. I've been sort of like going through the process of another sudden change, as they usually are in my life, always sudden, but always welcome as well. I live in constant change, and I've learned to embrace it and to love it. So yeah, this is the quick update that I wanted to make. I'll definitely make.
This train terminates at Brighton.
I'll definitely make specific videos on these books when I read them, and also on both the subject of my quitting the previous job I had, and on Foundation, which is my first read-along now finished. But yeah, hope you have a nice day.